Justin Fields is no longer the future quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is the now. So, all that talk about Justin Fields, how he'll take over down the road, how in the future years he'll be the starter for the Pittsburgh Steelers. No, he is the starter now for the Steelers, and he's proven why he is the guy currently. So, he was the only reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers even had any chance in this week's game against the Indianapolis Colts. It was a complete blowout. The defense was horrible, especially in the first half. They even in the second half couldn't really contain things. They started playing better, but still. Then the offense, they didn't get going. The wide receivers, the only person who really played well was George Pickens and then Pat Freiermuth, but that was because of the amazing throws that Justin Fields was making, escaping the pocket, extending the play, because there was just absolutely zero blocking from the Steelers' offensive line, both in the run game and the pass game. Steelers' offensive linemen get injured. There's new guys out there on the offensive line. No Isaac Seumalo, James Daniels out for season now. Troy Fautanu obviously out. So the Pittsburgh Steelers have to go to rookies and inexperienced offensive linemen. So there's just no blocking for the Steelers to get going. So Justin Fields just had to escape the pocket at any given opportunity, use his legs rushing the ball, or use his legs to extend the play and then find the players down the field. So the big thing with Justin Fields when he came over from Chicago, the big thing was, hey, he doesn't have to play hero ball anymore. He's coming in and he just has to manage the game. And that was a big reason why Russell Wilson was supposed to be the starter for the season, to start the season, because he was a game manager. He's the guy who's going to come in, not make any mistakes, not really throw interceptions, just find the right guys, and just be the game manager. Win the games for the Pittsburgh Steelers, not by being flashy, but just by playing solid, because their defense could just hold them with under 20 points, and the Steelers offense just has to score more. So that was the plan. But no, he got injured, and Justin Fields had to take over. And Justin Fields was the game manager for the first 3 weeks. He was the guy who was going to play, not make mistakes, and make the right plays. That's what he did. He showed that. He showed he could be the game manager. But the reason why I'm saying he's the quarterback now for the Steelers is he doesn't have to be just that game manager. He's someone who could take the game over at any given opportunity. And he's the guy who could play hero ball. He played hero ball. That's how he knows what to do in Chicago. And that's what he had to do in this game against the Indianapolis Colts. He had to play hero ball. In the past, when you look at the Steelers quarterbacks, especially since Ben Roethlisberger got injured, there's no quarterback that you really expected to take over the game. Everyone on the team had to step up in order for the Steelers to win that game. It was not based off one guy. Well, Justin Fields basically almost single-handedly won the Pittsburgh Steelers that game by himself. The defense allowed way too many points. The offense was terrible. The blocking, the running game, everything. The offensive game plan in terms of the play calling was not good as well until the second half, the last 3 drives. But we're not going to talk about that right now. So Justin Fields, he had to play hero ball. And that's why I'm saying that he's currently the Steelers starter. He is a future, but he's also the now. Justin Fields is able to play that hero ball and win you the game if needed. It was too late, and there's way too many mistakes for it to actually happen in this week's game, but that's what he was able to do. He was able to show out. Just looking at his stats, Justin Fields' stats in this game, he put up 2 rushing touchdowns. He put up 1 passing touchdown. And when you look at his yards passing the ball, he put up a completion percentage of 22 out of 34 passes, 312 yards, and like I said, 1 touchdown. Rushing the ball, he had 10 carries, 55 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So he accounted for 360 plus yards for the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. So he basically did it all himself. Like I said, without him, that game would have been a complete blowout. If it was quarterback play from past years with Kenny Pickett, Mitchell Trubisky, the Pittsburgh Steelers don't even come close, and they absolutely get dominated in that game. But the fact that Justin Fields was in that game showed that why he's capable of being a Steelers future and now. Was the game perfect for him? No. Did he make some mistakes? Yes, especially that fumble. But after that fumble, it looked like he couldn't be stopped. Every throw on target, every run perfectly timed, and he just took over the game. Without him, the Steelers had no chance. And when you look at his legs, he's able to run the ball, I believe, the first or second best rushing quarterback in the league. Perfectly timed runs and perfectly timed scores. So the only person that compares to him in the running game is Lamar Jackson. When you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers in terms of making the plays down the field, he could do that. He's not just a rushing quarterback. When he has to throw the ball, he's able to put it on target. He's one of the best and most accurate deep ball throwers in the league. Every single time he goes to line it up deep, goes to throw it deep, and takes a deep shot. It is perfectly on the money. It just depends if the wide receiver is going to catch it or not. Most of the time it is right in the hands of George Pickens, and he makes the catch. So he is one of the best deep balls in the league as well. He's the best or second best rushing quarterback in the league. And the thing with him this season was, hey, he's not really good in the pocket. He's not someone who can stand in the pocket and make the throws when needed. He doesn't have great pocket awareness. He runs too early. He escapes the pocket too early, and he just doesn't know what he's doing. Well, that was completely different from what we've seen this season, because it seems like he has great pocket awareness. Does he take sacks sometimes? Yes, because the offensive line is terrible for the Steelers. But does he make the right reads? Yes. At the perfect time? Yes. Does he able to escape the pocket when needed? Does he escape the pocket too early? No. He makes the right plays at the right time, and he is staying in the pocket more often than not, unless he has to escape. And when he does escape, expect it to be for a big gain. One of the big reasons why I believe he is the quarterback the Pittsburgh Steelers should be playing and is a perfect guy for the Pittsburgh Steelers this season is because he is a running quarterback. He is mobile and he's able to make throws and has a strong arm. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if the Pittsburgh Steelers had a stationary quarterback, for example, Russell Wilson, with how terrible their offensive line blocking has been, Russell Wilson would eat so many sacks. He would get tackled, sacked nonstop if he's not able to move around in the pocket or escape the pocket, because the offensive line just has not been able to block. And it's more easy to get holding calls when you have to block for a long period of time. So just say, for example, you have Broderick Jones, you have Dan Moore Jr., you have rookie Mason McCormick, rookie Zach Frazier, you have injuries at right guard, so now you have Spencer Anderson. So you have to all these guys and new guys coming in, and with new offensive linemen, young offensive linemen, mistakes are made, and there's been a lot of them. And with all those sacks that I believe Russell Wilson would have taken, Justin Fields is just not taking them because he's able to escape it. He's able to move around. He's able to avoid a guy, avoid two guys, and then make a throw down the field. We've seen that in the last couple of drives. Escape pressure, make throws to George Pickens, make throws to Pat Freiermuth. So Justin Fields is really a perfect quarterback for the Steelers team this season because he is mobile and can escape the sacks. In past years, the reason why we've seen the ball come out in 1 second, literally Ben Roethlisberger would catch the ball, throw it right away. The reason we saw that because the offensive line was bad back then, and Ben Roethlisberger was a stationary quarterback, so he doesn't have time to move around the pocket, escape the pressure, and make a throw. He had to get the ball out of his hand right away. So that would have been the exact same thing this season if we didn't have Justin Fields, who was actually able to escape the pressure at any given opportunity. One last thing before I end this video that I want to say the reason why Justin Fields is the now of the Steelers is because of his leadership. The players have completely always said so far this season that Justin Fields keeps them composed in the pocket whenever the plays are coming in, and he's able to get them dialed in. But not only that, he is a leader of this team in the locker room and to the media as well. He's someone who will take the blame, even though the blame should not be on him. For example, that play where the center snapped the ball too early in Justin Fields' face mask and it was a sack. You look at that play, that was not Justin Fields' fault. Justin Fields did the leg kick, in which the center is supposed to snap the ball right away. So Justin Fields, they're in a hurry-up situation. He does a one leg kick. Mason McCormick taps Zach Frazier to snap the ball, but Zach Frazier is in the middle of giving out his kind of reads on the defense, so he does not snap the ball right away after the first tap by Mason McCormick, in which he's supposed to snap the ball. He finishes saying whatever he has to say, and 3 to 5 seconds later, he then snaps the ball. That's not supposed to happen. You either snap the ball right away, or you have to wait for the next tap. So Zach Frazier waits 3 seconds, 5 seconds, snaps the ball. Justin Fields isn't ready. It ends up being a sack. And then that's a terrible play for the Steelers. The Steelers end up losing the game because of it. But Justin Fields takes the blame, saying that, hey, I should have been ready for the ball. That's my fault. I did do the leg kick, basically everything like that. So it was not his fault. It was Zach Frazier's. Mason McCormick did his job as well. He tapped him. It was on the first leg kick. He tapped him. He did not snap the ball. Finishes reads, finishes play calling, and then he snapped it. So it was Zach Frazier's fault in my eyes. But anyway, Justin Fields, he takes accountability for it. He was not ready for the snap because he was expecting it right away. It did not come, so he looked away for 1 second, and next thing you know, the ball's in his face mask. Anyway, he's a leader. He takes blame for it, and he's just the perfect quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now in terms of his play style and his leadership capabilities. He doesn't have to play hero ball, but if he has to, he can do it. So anyway, that's why I'm saying he is not the future of the Pittsburgh Steelers in terms of someone who's going to take over down the road. He is the future and right now. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below about this topic. Do you believe Justin Fields is a perfect quarterback for the Steelers, or do you think the Steelers should go with Russell Wilson? Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, highlights, analysis, reports, everything like that. And until next time, I'll see you guys all later. I'm out. Peace.